So this video is just a bit of a recap on using the sine rule, and it's a mixture of finding sides and angles as well. So the first one here, we're trying to find an angle, which means that when I put them into the sine rule, I want to put like the sine capital A over the little a. I want to put the capital letters on the top basically. So these two are opposite each other, these two are opposite each other, and because I'm trying to find an angle, I'm going to start with sine x over 9, and it's going to be that equals sine 70 over 12. So I'm going to times by 9. So if I go down here now, so sine x would be sine 70 over 12 times by 9. So if I just work that out a minute just to explain something else, so sine 70 over 12 times that by 9. So the answer you can see there is 0.704. So that's very small. It's really unlikely that your angle is going to be that small. So remember, what you've worked out is sine x. We don't want sine x, we want actual x. So to get rid of the sine, we need to do sine to the minus 1 of the answer that we've just got. So sine to the minus 1, use your answer button, and so then you get 44.8. On the next one, we're trying to find a side this time. So again, these are opposite and these are opposite, but because I'm trying to find a side, I don't want to put sine 70 over x, I want to put x over sine 70. So x over sine 70. So basically whatever you're trying to find goes on top of the fraction. So if you're trying to find a side, put the side on top. If you're trying to find an angle like this one, then you put the angle on top. So x over sine 70 equals 7 over sine 50. This time, when we times by sine 70, you can see that's just going to get us the x there. So we won't need to do anything else to our answer. So it's just going to be 7 over sine 50, and then times it by sine 70. Right, so that is 8.6, that would be centimetres. So just another couple of examples. If you're happy with these, you might want to, actually these are a little bit different, so I would say keep listening to both of these because they are a little bit different to the ones above. So the reason that they're different is that you can see these two are opposite, and then this one is opposite an angle that we don't know. But we know angles in a triangle add up to 180. So if this one is 50 and this one is 70, they add up to 120. And 180 minus 120 is 60. So I know that this angle here is now going to be 60. And after that, it's exactly the same as what we've just been doing. So I'm trying to find a side. So I need to make sure the side goes on top. So it would be x over sine 60 equals 7 over sine 50. So again, I just want to get rid of the sine 60. So to do that, I'm going to have to times by sine 60. And again, that will just give you then your answer to x. You won't need to do anything else to your answer. To save time, I'm not going to work that out, but that's what you'd have to type in on the calculator. And then the final one, so you can see that these are opposite one another, so that's fine. And then the 10 is opposite the 35. So actually this one is nice and easy, it's just a straightforward one. So with this one, we've got the angle that we're trying to find, so we want to do sine x over 16, because we want this sine bit on top because we're trying to find an angle, and then that equals, it's going to be sine 35 over 10. So with this one we would times by 16, so if I just move it up a bit for you, so there we go. So sine x times it by 16, so it would be sine 35 over 10 times 16. This one I am going to work out just to quickly show you. So sine 35 over 10 times by 16. Right, and again you get that really small decimal, so 0.91, which your angle is really unlikely to be that small, isn't it? So that should remind you that actually you found sine x, not x. So we need to do sine to the minus 1 of your answer. so then we get 66.6.